Yes, guys, how are we all? Look, get that right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna get angry in this one. I'm not gonna, you know, show passion. There's no point, is there? There's just no point wasting my energy on this every week. We are what we are. The situation is what it is. We've been in this situation for a while now. We were in this situation last year. Nothing's changed. We've brought more players in, but everything still feels kind of the same. Um, you know, it's weird for me because you look at the situation we're in and the game we're in, and the emphasis. Yeah, you look at the situation we're in right now, and the emphasis on how important this game and the next two games are, and just I didn't get the feeling of a team that understands that. It's weird because I don't want to say they don't care because I truly don't know. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if it's just too much for them. It's hard. It's easy to look like you don't care, but maybe it's just too much for them. Maybe just not got that in them to get us through this. I don't know. I'm not I'm not gonna sit here every week now. And come on these matches and just get angry to people. And I think there's just no point, is there? I'm sure you guys agree. There's just no point now. I can get angry at. I can criticize players to the teeth, the back teeth, whatever the saying is, every week. I can throw him under the bus. I can say he's not good enough, but who cares, man? None of them were. None of them were good enough. Not one of them. So what's the point in saying he's bad because of this? Because you look at social media at half time, try to get a gauge of what's happening, and you just see things that are just truly just boring at this point. You're watching a performance from a team, an entire team that's just not good enough, and there's like a 90% lean on one player who plays forward because he's not very big. This whole emphasis on him that he gets pushed off the ball and just all that. And you know what it is, right? Yeah, he's very frustrating. This player, you know what it is. I just heard of people saying his name. He's very frustrating. Who isn't? Like people just gauge on him all the time because there's a simple attribute that they can just jump on. Because it's little simple attribute that you can jump on. Yes, he gives the ball away, but you know what I actually saw from him, and this is coming from a coaching perspective, coming from an analysis perspective, right? And again, it's all about perspective, right? A pure fan in the ground watching the game, I'll have a different perspective, and fair enough, that's normal. That's yes, obviously they will. But from my perspective, I actually saw a player there who isn't hiding, and that's important. I didn't see a player there that's hiding from the difficult moments, who's not stopping to try and give the ball somewhere else. Maybe you should do that a bit more. But I saw a player that actually tried to develop something in the game, and his little half turns sometimes, 1-2, and the quick pass out to a winger is where he's very good and effective. But then I look at other players on the pitch, and I look at in the striking position, wondering if they offered more than him. What did they offer that he didn't from a striking perspective? Wasn't an outlet. Didn't get the ball to him. Is that his fault or is that the player's fault? It was not an outlet. There was no outlet up top. Nothing. There was no outlet. Not a little ounce of an outlet. There was nothing up there. Absolutely nothing. No presence, no outlet up top. What's he done on the game to affect it? A winger who's put 30 crosses in the box. Not 30, but a lot of crosses in the box. Before he's tried to take his man on. Before he's tried to progress the ball. Before he's tried to go 1v1. It's a cross to get out and escape the trouble. To relay, we've seen this from this player. To relay responsibility. They're not taking responsibility, but at least I saw from, I'll say, Aronson, that he did take responsibility. And I like that in a player. Look, frustrating, yeah. But actually seeing someone take responsibility and try and do something is better than players just shirking responsibility. Every time they get the ball, just crossing it into a box where there's one guy in it. I hate that. I hate that. What's what's Weston done more than Aronson? I want to know. And another one as well, when I see Rodrigo going down every 5 seconds, no one talks about that because he does it all the time. He always goes down easily. Aside from Jack Harrison going down easily. All the players going down easily, looking at the ref doing that. They all do it. Yes, he probably does it more. Part of his game is to try and drive forward and win free. And there were 2 or 3 times he'd been fouled. Clear fouls, 2 or 3 of them. But whatever. Look, people can paint this narrative on a single player, that's fine. But go through every player and tell me what they did more than him. Don't tell me what, as a winger, what Harrison created more than Aronson. I want to know. I'd love to know. Please tell me. Someone tell me. Because he didn't. He did nothing. And he probably lost the ball more. Just the way he lost it was from crossing it. Oh, it's alright though, because he didn't get barged off the ball because he's a bigger lad. No, it doesn't matter how you lose the ball. As a wing, why is he crossing it at 5 seconds? He gets the ball and it's a cross. There's no one there. It's shirking responsibility. Take some responsibility for yourself. Just players just... And the defence got it. And there was no midfield. There was nothing. No midfield. I said I'm not going to get angry. It's just individuals, man. Just no midfield. Everything was just, right, I'll just boot it over there. To no outlet. I'll just boot it long, no outlet. How many times did that happen? 12, 13, 14, 15 times? Just boot it long to no outlet. Again, whose fault's that? The players? The coach? The individual players? And this gets onto my point. What on earth is the identity? Right? Where's the identity? There isn't one. I remember the game against Fulham in the Cup. Similar team. They played a very similar team to what they did now. And we had something then. We had an identity. That wasn't that long ago. We had a decent identity. We held the ball well. We passed the ball. We moved the ball. Players were moving. You remember the Forest game and the Wolves game? Players interchanging, moving around. There was absolutely none of that. And we talk about the coach, but we've seen this under 2 previous coaches in the last year and a bit. We've seen the same thing. There is no responsibility. Everyone is trying to hide. Most players are trying to hide. And you know what? I'll big him up. Cooper showed me something today. Something we were missing. A bit of, just, I almost just want him to play just to show me some passion. Just so I can get into the game. Because if not, I'm watching nothing. I'm watching a bunch of zombies walking around. He showed me something. He showed me a little bit of zest, a little bit of passion, a little bit of anger, a little bit of doing something for the badge. I actually saw that from him. As long as you keep that on the right side of the line, which you just about did, that's fine. Don't care. He's got to start if that's the case, because all we need right now, all we can rely on is that. Because we've got nothing else. There's no style anymore. I don't know what's happened. I could say we looked alright defensively, we looked a bit more assured, but we still conceded 2 goals. And they were terrible, by the way. Again, how many times have we seen this? Unbelievably bad. Look, why didn't you start Nonto? Well, we're not at training every day. You got to understand they work at training literally every day, all day. He's clearly not fit. This is from medical expert, which have said he can only have 10 minutes. Strength and condition experts. He's probably only be able to play 15, 10 minutes. Simple as that. That's why he's not started. It's not that deep. People try and create narratives that he's fallen out with Javi or he's just not fit enough to play longer. Hopefully now if he can get a bit more training in him, the next game he can, because we need him to start realistically, right? But for me, people are going to say Aronson. I totally disagree. I don't think Jack's done anything in a while. You tell me, it's alright painting these narratives saying Aronson's this, but tell me one thing Jack's done better than him. He hasn't. There's nothing. There's not one thing. There isn't anything. And I don't want to dig the player out, but he's not performed well. And he's clearly capable. We know that because we've seen him do it. We've seen him tear teams apart when he wants. That's gone. Again. But whatever. I'm not going to get angry. But yeah, look. It's looking really bleak right now. It is looking really, really bleak. The whole staying up thing. Look, I'm resigned to it now. I've accepted whatever happens. I'm just not gonna. I'm not willing to let my day be. It will be, but I'm trying not to let that show. I just need to get on with my day now. I've got stuff I need to do. I've got work to do. This has to be gone now, and I recommend you guys try to do the same, even though it's impossible. And the fact it's only 2 o'clock as well. Well, not even 3 o'clock. You know, stressful in it. But we've been like this for a while now. I'm honestly getting used to it, and that's depressing, isn't it? I am getting used to it. I'm getting used to it, and I just hope there's something in there. There's got to be something in there, hasn't there? There's got to be. Surely. When you play for Leeds United, feels the players not that arrogant to think that this is fine. Surely not. But I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's they want it. I don't know if they just don't know how to deal with this situation. I just don't know if they want this relegation scrap. I don't know if it's in their mind to be able to deal with this. I just don't. I don't know anymore. I'm not working at the club. I can't get a gauge of it. I don't know what training's like. I don't know what's been said on the pitch. I don't know what's been said in the changing rooms. It's difficult to paint a narrative and if they care or not, or the reason for why this is happening when you're just watching it. A lot of it is behind the scenes. A lot of it is training. A lot of it is communication, leadership. All that stuff comes into it massively. I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's not working though. Look, you could get Jose Mourinho in right now, and I promise you nothing would happen. They'd probably get more. It's just not. I'm not seeing anything. I'm just more sad at this point than angry. I'm not genuinely. I'm not even angry. I get angry because I know people are just gonna be constantly criticizing single player, which is mental, by the way. And I've given my reasons why. And if anyone can give me a reason why other players deserve less attention, negative attention than Brendan, please let me know. I love to know. But yeah, he's not a big man with big muscles that stays on his feet, so people don't like that. But then a player's allowed to just kick a ball into a box to no striker to shirk responsibility, and that's fine, or more fine than the other one. Because crossing the balls in, at least he's trying. No, he's not. He's shirking responsibility by just whipping the ball into a box to take this man on like a winger should. Like we've seen him do, by the way. We know he can do it. And you know what's mad? When we scored, this is when we scored. It was a good cross in the box. And who was it from? It was from a centre back, wasn't it? Our best cross came from a centre back who just thought, I'm going to hit it hard and cross that 6-yard box. Now tell me how that makes sense. The best cross from a winger that crosses every 5 seconds comes from a centre back. That sums us up. It's whatever, man. Like, I'm well and truly, it's whatever in it. Let me know what you guys think. If you're going to criticize in the comments, right? Let me know what you think. But if you're going to I want to know if you're going to criticize one player. Let me know what another one did more, because we can't just pick players here. This isn't fair. Just because of their attributes. Just because one's got a bigger chest. Like, come on. Extremely frustrating. But I was more frustrated with other players today, based on what on earth they were doing, shirking responsibility, not putting a quality cross into a box. Looking at Strike, thinking, is he even playing? What's he doing? There's no outlet. There's nothing there. Why is he on the pitch? Looking at a midfielder who didn't do anything, by the way, and not Mark Rocker, because I thought Mark Rocker tried. I'm not saying the one's not trying, but it's natural mentality. You don't not naturally at the club. You probably think you're going to go at the end of the season. You're not with it like the players are, right? You're not contracted long term to the club. It's normal. I'm not thinking that. I just wanted to see more from him, and I just didn't see it. I'm not saying he's not got it. I'm just not seeing it, and that's the issue. We're not seeing it. I think they have got it. That's the thing. I think these players have, and I say that because when we go down, none of them in the Championship, because most of them are too good for the Championship, right? Are they going for the Premier League? I think a lot of them could play in other teams in the Premier League in certain systems, and I think they will. Or they'll at least go to the top league in like Spain or France, like in decent teams there, and that's what's frustrating me. But it's whatever, innit? It's all about this. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate the support as usual. Have a good day. Let's hope the other teams lose around us. That's all we can kind of wish for. Yeah. These guys.